Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn, giving them all dressed like $1 million bucks, things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh, yeah, they're listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey. Listen, Steve Harvey. Why don't you join? Yeah. Steve Harvey. Get them on, y'all. Better give me some eggs. When I listen to Steve Harvey, yeah, join me. Come with me, help me say. I'm so grateful. You gotta. Turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn them up, Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only, Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Man, oh man, oh man. Wow. I think about all the things God has done for me. It's overwhelming at times. And I want everybody to have that feeling and to share in that feeling of completion and satisfaction. And the only reason I got this, and it's the 1,000th time I've said it, is because I formed a relationship with my Creator, period. That's it. That's it. I can't tell you anything else. You know, I've always had a strong work ethic. My father put that in me. My father's conversations with me growing up was always constantly about work hard, don't be lazy, be a man, do what you say you're going to do, yada, 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 yada. Man, I was so tired of my father at times. I was going, man, what is with this dude right here? Man, every time we have a conversation, it's got to be about work. It's got to be about, you know, man, doing your best, trying hard, you know, working, being honest, do what you say you're going to do. But that was his mission. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that now. I can't even put it into words when I think about my old man and what he was to me. And I just man, I'm so grateful for that balance I had in my life. And then my father was a fighter. He fought on the weekends. You know, my father used to come home with his clothes tore off of him. He put a fresh shirt on and he'd go back. My mom used to talk about my father fighting all the time. Slick, why you are always fighting? You know, a little bit of that rubbed off on me too. You know, that kind of got into me, and I didn't understand that either. But then on the same turn, my mother was a Sunday school teacher for 40 years, so her conversation was never about fighting or anything. It was all about love and understanding and doing unto others that you would have them do unto you. My mom was a Sunday school teacher, so I learned about faith. I had to go to Sunday school, prayer meeting, Bible study, young people meeting, choir rehearsal. You know, I was at church, man, so much I was actually looking at there's got to be an alternative to this. You know, I was a little kid even. I was thinking at one point maybe I ought to look in hell because there's got to be something cooler than this going on every day. It ain't got that crazy for me. But the balance between those two people created who I am today. And I want you to understand that the things that you are in your past have helped create who you are today if you view it the right way. Everything that has happened to you in your past has happened to you for a reason. and is usually for the good if you view it that way. But if you, on the other hand, are a type of person who can't move forward because you are allowing your past to stop you from having your future, then you, my friend, are doing a disservice to your life. You are not honoring God's blessings. You are not taking advantage of the gain, knowledge, wisdom, and experience of your life. Example, if you are a woman and you are always talking about a former relationship, what he did to me, if he had not did this to me, I wouldn't be in this place today. I thought I had a man. Now I ain't got no man. If he came along and I was doing just swell. He just came in and he just lied to me. He lied to me. Now he did this to me. Then he cheated. Then he left. All of that you're saying can very well be true. Have you thought that maybe somewhere in God's infinite wisdom that he knew that you had made a mistake in picking him anyway? Maybe he knew you had made a mistake in saying yes or I do to him anyway, or come on, move in. And so what he did was, based on your decision now to say yes, I do, or come on, let's move in together. That was your decision. So you ain't go to him about this one. You made this decision. Based on that decision and all the negative things that started happening, he allowed you to get away from it. Now, how you got away from it is always not the choice of ours. See, you stuck on the fact that he left, that he walked out. But let me share this with you. When he was there, how good was he to you? How good was he for you? See, you got to look at the blessing. The blessing is now you are on your own. Now you walk in your house. Ain't nobody in there with a disruptive spirit. Now you go home. You can take your clothes off and walk around like you want to. Now you go home. You can sit down and look at TV or catch your breath if you want to. Your kids don't have to see y'all arguing all the time. Have you looked at the blessing in it? But now, if you're going to keep looking at the negative, then guess what? Now you can't move forward because you keep allowing your past to keep you from moving forward. If God has brought you through it, why don't you move on from it? Look, you got through it. He gone. He ain't coming back. He got somebody else. So you gonna sit there and just keep tripping cause he gone and he got somebody else? Hey, pick yourself up. Thank God for the blessing. It didn't feel like a blessing while you was going through it. And all the pain of him leaving and the divorce and all that messed you up. Got it. When you get through with all of that, you ain't the first one been left. You ain't the first one been divorced. You ain't the first one been in a bad relationship. Pick yourself up. Thank God for the blessing and move forward in your life. Because maybe when you quit complaining, maybe you'll find out that God has something in store for you that he wants you to have. But he can't give it to you if you ain't grateful. So God gives you a blessing, but because you don't see it as a blessing, you ain't grateful for it. Now, guess what? You steady asking God to do something for you, but you ain't thanking him for what he's done for you. But you steady wanting him to do more. How does that work? How does that work, man, that he should keep on giving you things when you ain't even working with the stuff he done gave you? And I don't know. And I'm just using that one example. It could go for men too, vice versa, and so on and so forth. I'm just using that as an example. Now, why I laid on that one so long, you have to take that up with God. That's all. Just read. I ain't pointing fingers at nobody and nothing, because I've been guilty on both sides of the coin. Who am I? But I'm just sharing with you what I had to do. I had to learn to stop allowing my past to interfere with my future.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, others, how y'all doing today? How you feeling? Let me answer a couple of them. I'm grateful to be alive today. I feel fine. I felt better, but this will do. I've accepted my journey. I've accepted my route. It's very unique, as is yours. God has you on a path that's unlike anybody else's. As a matter of fact, it's very similar to your fingerprint. Ain't nobody got the same one. It's just yours. So get on with it, make the best of it, and be grateful for it. Because it's here. It's a gift. It's called the present. Steve Harvey Morning Show. Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, Mississippi Monica Jr., and the legend of Nephew Tommy Jr.
What's going on, man?
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. I mean, you know, growth as a person, growth. You know, they say it's hard. And so, what areas you think you have grown in the most in your life?
Every last one of them.
All righty.
And does that answer your question, Judy?
Yeah. Every last one.
The only thing I'm the same in that I've always been is I am a bit of a difficult person.
A little bit?
Yeah. No, I'm a bit of a difficult person, and I know that. I don't like, I will challenge you. I will not accept status quo. I don't like you assuming anything about me. I do not like to be told what to do. It has to be in the form of a request, and even then I will turn it into a demand.
And you call that
a bit
difficult?
Other than that, I'm fine. Yeah, been on the journey of steady growth and improvement, Junior, myself.
Yeah.
Other than that, yeah, I'm a woof.
Everything else is up. You grown in every area except for that.
Every area. But I think what it is not that I haven't grown in that area. I have perfected it. You know, it's a defense mechanism, if I'm being honest. My being difficult is a defense mechanism. It helps me ward off extra BS. And I use it to keep it at bay. Because people will take advantage of you.
Okay.
I'll give you an example on this show. Monica Barnes and Carla Farrell produce the morning show. And they do an excellent job. They do research. They come up with ideas. They come up with scheduling. They come up with segment ideas. They come up with thought-provoking things for us to discuss. They stay on top of current events. Got all that. Beautiful job, ladies. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
But sometimes they will try to make me say something about one of them, and I don't want to. So now we're off to an ugly segment.
That's growth.
So you gonna pat yourself on the back for growth?
Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Steve.
You're welcome. All right, guys. Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, we will hear from the nephew as he runs that prank back right after this.
Yay, yay.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey, look, you can't let the urge to sing your favorite songs while you're driving distract you from that truck drifting toward your lane or that lane-splitting biker creeping up beside you. Fortunately, every Hyundai offers advanced safety features that can alert you to potential dangers around you.
That's right, because Hyundai is always working to ensure the road doesn't get you. Hyundai vehicles have won over 120 IIHS Top Safety Awards from 2006 to 2024 as of December 2024.
It is time now for the nephew to run that prank back. What you got for us, Neff?
This right here is love deposit. Yes. Let's go, Kat.
Hello.
Hello, I'm trying to reach Tiffany.
This is Tiffany. Who's calling?
This is Karan. How you doing?
Hi. Hi. I don't know.
You know what? I know we've been going back and forth on the site talking, and we haven't really talked yet. So,
yeah. It's okay. I just wasn't expecting a call, but yeah, it's good to hear from you. It's good to hear from you, though.
We've been talking for
a long time.
Well, texting and on the site for at least 5 weeks now.
Yeah, it's been really. I'm glad you called. For real, seriously. And I love your voice, so I'm excited. Hey,
yeah.
What's up?
You got anything going on this weekend?
I don't think so. I just have to go grocery shopping or whatever. But other than that, I'm pretty open. What's up?
I was thinking maybe we get together, get a drink or two, just kind of hang out a little bit, feel each other out. If you're feeling that, I don't want to.
Yeah, that's cool. We can get together. I'm interested. I'm happy you called, and I would love to see you this weekend. You got a place in mind, area?
I was thinking about letting you pick something because I'd rather go somewhere where you're comfortable, an atmosphere that you're used to. I think that would be the best thing to do.
Okay. Well, let me look. Let me find out. I'll get back to you on that. But yeah, I'm down for sure.
Just want to hang out a little bit.
Me too.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm excited.
Good. What's good for you? If you want to do some Friday or Saturday, it's up to you.
Yeah, let's do Saturday to give me, some time to get myself together.
Okay.
6 or 7.
Text me, the location or whatever you want me to be.
Okay, cool.
I'll be there.
Okay, cool.
Hey,
cool. I can't wait to see you.
One more thing. Okay, let's do this first. Tell me this. What are we wearing? So I don't want to be overdressed or underdressed.
I don't really trip on that. First day could be chill. I'm not. We don't have to do a $500 dinner or nothing like that. You don't need on a tux.
Gotcha.
This ain't the Rock Nation brunch.
All right. But if you don't mind, if I could get you to do something for me, could I give you my Cash App?
For what?
Well, what I want to do is, sometimes these things actually go wrong. I don't see it going wrong with me and you because we've had, the way we've been chit-chatting and going back and forth on the site, things have been really, really well. But, I would like to get, a love deposit of $250. That way, if this go wrong, at least I haven't wasted my time. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. I'm just processing what just happened. You said you want me to get your Cash App and send you a love deposit of $200 and something $250. $250. That way if this don't go right, then at least I haven't. It's like a love deposit. If it goes right, then I give it back to you. If it don't go right, at least I haven't wasted my time. You see what I'm saying? Are you serious right now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. This is super weird, and yeah, this is weird, and I'm kind of I don't even really know what to say. Other than you could probably lose my number. You a weak dude. Don't call me. You're corny. I'm not interested. You're a bum. I'm straight. I don't know what else to say.
Okay, hold on. I wasn't all that.
No,
I wasn't all that.
Really talk about.
We've been talking for 5 weeks. Everything been good. We've been on the site talking to each other.
But you're weak though. You trying to ask me for a Cash App for real? A love deposit? How corny are you? Are you serious? Seriously?
Okay, listen,
you gotta be out of your mind.
If you believe, listen, look, Tiff, on the real. If you believe in yourself, then you get your deposit back. You know what I'm saying?
If I believe in myself, get your fool out of here. You have lost your mind, okay? Would you please, gather your thoughts? Because I don't know who you think you're talking to, for real. You know what I'm saying? So I need you to do 2 things. Lose my number and don't look for me, for real, straight up. This is ridiculous. This is stupid. You ignorant. For real, straight up.
Okay. Show me where I'm wrong. If you believe in yourself, though.
If I believe in myself, dude, what you mean if I believe in myself? If you believe in yourself, your will move around, get off the phone, and stop wasting my time. For real. I'm about to hang up right now. For real. I'm trying to
Listen.
This is a violation of my space. Straight up.
Okay, before you hang up, though. Okay, you can go your way. I can go mine. You don't want to cash out me the $250. Cool, got that.
Cash out the $250. Fuck, dude.
Okay, cool. Hey, it is. You know what? It is what it is. Is this your loss, though, Tiff? This your loss.
You got to be out of your rabbit mind. Ain't no losses here. Ain't no losses.
Okay.
This is a lesson.
Okay. You know what? I knew this was going to happen. When a brother try to be real, this is what happens.
Hey, you might as well, turn around, go the other direction. Lock yourself up, seriously. You want to talk about black men and brotherhood? Like, it's a wrap for you. We don't need you out here. You're useless. Straight up. Like, don't call me destroy yourself. For real. I'm done with it. Goodbye.
Okay. Can I tell you something else before you leave real quick?
What?
I just want to let you know that this is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your sister, Lachey, got me to prank phone call you.
This is crazy.
Your sister, Lachey, said you got to get my sister. She been on the line. She been on this dating site talking to this guy.
Where is she at? This is stupid.
Oh, man, we got you, baby. We got you good.
Yeah, y'all did. This is crazy. I'm going to get her. This is crazy.
Well, I tell you what.
I'm glad you're not real.
Tell me this. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Thank you, nephew. Coming up next, it is Ask the CLO. Our Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey, in the building right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey, look, you can't let the urge to sing your favorite songs while you're driving distract you from that truck drifting toward your lane or that lane-splitting biker creeping up beside you. Fortunately, every Hyundai offers advanced safety features that can alert you to potential dangers around you.
That's right, because Hyundai is always working to ensure the road doesn't get you. Hyundai vehicles have won over 120 IIHS top safety awards from 2006 to 2024 as of December 2024.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, imagine you're on an airplane, okay, and a big crusty bare foot is resting on your armrest. We'll tell you who that happened to. Also, there is a scary travel advisory issued for the Bahamas, and families are really dying Easter egg potatoes instead of eggs this year. That's all at the top of the hour. Yeah. Those egg prices. That's all at the top of the hour. But right now, it is time for us to ask the CLO. This is from Monet in Lincoln. Monet writes, I'm 30 and I live with my ex-boyfriend because he has nowhere else to go. We don't talk at all, but he cooks daily and offers me food. I cheated on him, so I'm afraid to eat it. Why is he being nice? Is he trying to kill me or work on our relationship?
How does it sound to you? It sounds to me like he trying to kill you, and you know it. And you know it. Y'all, listen to me. You cheated on him. He don't talk to you. He cooks daily. Is he trying to work on our relationship? No.
I don't know about doing that much cooking.
No.
The trust is gone.
Definitely.
He don't trust you, and you don't trust him. Y'all live together, but he ain't got nowhere to go. He got somewhere to go. Get out in them streets.
So she should put him out.
No, I mean, look, something's going on where they still
living together.
So it must be her place.
Sounds like it. Well, she says I live with my ex-boyfriend because he has nowhere else to go. So yes, it's her place.
Oh yeah. He mad. I see. He can't leave.
Yeah. That's what happens when you don't take care of your business. Somebody else's business will take care of you.
Okay. All right. Moving on to Big Joe in the Bronx.
I cheated. You ain't got no money. Where you going?
Yeah.
Okay. Ain't on a budget.
God.
Well,
you have to have a budget, Tommy.
Well, that's okay. I'll stay here. You want to try this tangy tomato soup I made?
Tangy. Keyword, tangy. All right, moving on to Big Joe in the Bronx. Big Joe writes, I date and have sex with whoever I want, and I'm honest with women. They say they're fine with it, but they end up popping up at my house or calling me all night to try to disturb me. Why can't these women appreciate my honesty?
They still want what they want. What's his name? Big Joe?
Big Joe out of the Bronx.
Yep.
Okay. They appreciate your honesty. Okay. What, bruh? These are women. But you have no answer for this. And what is, once again, here we go.
What? Come on now.
What has that gotten you? All this honesty.
That's what I was waiting for.
See. Why? Now what?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
It works for
he
Neo.
Says they don't appreciate it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It works for Neo. Ain't it
works for Neo.
I feel sorry for the girls in Neo's relationship. I really do. Yeah, because they bought into absolutely nothing. And it's cool, Neo. You can do like you want to do, man. But, since you make it in public, it kind of opens it up for judgment. And so, once you do stuff publicly, hey, I'm cool with it. What y'all tripping for? Well, you showing it to us. And the reason we tripping is because it don't look normal. And now I don't think the girls is happy. And if they are, they need to reevaluate themselves, really. You need some self-esteem.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Good point.
Or maybe Neo's all that and we just don't know.
No, Shirley, listen to me. Listen to me. Somebody is a favorite.
Mm-hmm.
It's no way you don't have a favorite.
Oh,
There's no way.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Big Joe in the Bronx, he got a favorite.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And eventually,
all right,
one of them favorites is going to win.
Okay.
They always do.
But the ladies have to have low self-esteem for this to work. In order for this to work.
Yeah.
They have to have it.
Yeah.
I got it.
All right.
That's what I heard. I'm sorry.
Moving on. It's hard enough to take care of one woman. Moving on to Lisa in Chattanooga. Lisa writes, my husband is from the hood, so he thinks our son needs to experience that. He takes our 12-year-old to his brother's house where they gamble, drink, and smoke cigarettes and weed. My son hates going over there. How do I stop this?
How old is the boy?
12 years old. 12 years old.
Need to take little Bougie on over there. I don't care what he don't like.
You learn about these streets.
Yeah, you need to know for real, man. But you need to know what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Either you see, cause the day to learn it ain't the day it show up. You need to have seen some of it before. I understand what your husband is trying to do.
Street smart.
Okay.
Because one day you're gonna need it. You're gonna need it. It happens to everybody.
Mm-hmm. They gamble, drink, smoke cigarettes, and weed over there.
Well, I got your son don't like it because it's hard. Because them other 12-year-olds.
What?
They own him. Yeah, he done probably got shook down a couple times, all that. So, he a little nerve wrack right now.
All right, last one, Steve. This is from DeSelle in St. Louis. DeSelle says, I'm 62 years old and finally divorced. I was married for 30 years and it's time for me to switch things up. I plan to move to Hawaii, but my grown kids are being selfish and saying I can't leave them. Do I have to consider my children's feelings?
Well, you don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
But what you gonna do in Hawaii, though?
These are her plans.
You think it's hard to find a man down south?
She just
Hawaii.
Yeah,
that sounds good, lady.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that sounds good. It's expensive living in Hawaii. It is expensive to live there.
Mm-hmm.
And when it's time to go home, it's expensive there.
To get off.
And it costs too much money to come see you.
Well,
but she wants to live in paradise.
Hawaii. That's her plan.
Paradise is heaven. There ain't we don't have paradise here.
On earth?
No, it ain't none.
Oh, you went heavy. I was thinking about the Caribbean.
I know.
Mexico, Hawaii. You went deep.
You better carry your old tail down to Pensacola and lock it in.
Florida.
And lock in.
Lock in.
So you can get up on that 10 and 65 and get yourself to some black people, get yourself some help. That's what you better do.
You ain't got to go that far.
So she should consider her children's feelings in this.
She need to consider her own self. I don't know how much money you got, but you need a lot of money living in Hawaii. And then when it's time to get out, where you going? You have got to be able to drive off.
All right.
In Hawaii,
CLLO. Thank you, CLLO. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment news for you right after this.
You already know what time it is. Your boy DC Young Fly. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
On Saturday, singer Michelle Williams of Destiny's Child was sitting in her first-class seat on a plane when she noticed a bare foot resting on the armrest of her seat. And yes, it was the foot of a black man. Michelle snapped a picture of the foot and posted it on Instagram with the caption, "I promise you better get your foot from me," in all caps, and added, "You all, this is happening now on my flight, and I'm crying real tears." You've seen the picture. You saw the picture, right, Steve?
That was nice. That was nice.
Yeah, I saw that foot.
What would you have done if that was you?
And it was a slave foot, too.
I'm going to take my elbow and push it off. You're not doing that.
You gonna touch it?
Not with my elbow. Yeah. I'm going to shove it off.
Yeah.
Hard.
What the nerve, though?
That's a fight. That's really a fight.
Yeah.
You gonna fight on the plane over a foot?
Yes, I am. The foot that's on my armrest, I am, Carla. I am. I
now
think
you
we've
got
gone
a
too
travel
far.
ban. Now we got a travel, but now you can't fly no more.
Well, Carla, when do you want me to whoop the dude behind? When are we going?
What time?
Would you turn around and say something to him, or you just knock the foot off? You won't turn around and say anything? Hey, man, get your foot off me, anything like that?
I'm going to give him a chance. I'm not going to fight. It ain't going to come to that.
Thank you.
Talk to your nephew.
But I'm not flying with your foot like this.
No.
So you'll just knock it off. You won't say anything to the man.
Okay.
Well, he gonna say something. I'm an elbow. I'm not gonna let you do that. I ain't taking a picture. None of this.
Okay. What's your question, nephew?
Can I take the seatbelt buckle and swing it hard on there and say, "I thought I saw a bug," and just knock the hell out of his feet? Can I do that?
You don't know a bug. The difference between a bug and a foot.
You could break one of his toes,
That's what I'm talking about. Give me something now.
So what is the worst thing that's ever happened to you on an airplane? I know you have stories, Steve.
The last time, you remember when Obama first ran for office?
Yeah.
08?
Yeah, I was on a flight. I was sitting next to a white guy, and we were talking. The conversation was going kind of cool, and he was against the window, and the conversation turned to voting. And so he asked me, he said, "You seem like a fair guy. I'm not going to pass judgment. Who are you voting for?" I said, if this dude, Barack Obama, decides to run, I said, I'm going to vote for him. He said, well, let me ask you a question. You would vote for him just because he's black? I said, well, let me ask you a question. Is that the same reason you ain't going to vote for him?
Whoa.
And he turned his head and looked at that window the rest of the flight. And I was looking upside his head the whole flight, waiting on your response.
Right.
Yeah.
I was in straight dirt hood mode. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. That's
Campaigning on the flight. Come on.
I'm talking about, man, I had some pressure. He knew I was looking at him because I had them bullet eyes on him. Yeah.
Pressure.
That was it.
Tommy, I fly a lot too.
I have a lot. And I think when I first started flying first class, that was like amazing to me to be able to do that.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
What was that, about a year and a half ago?
Yeah, about a year ago.
2023.
So I'm sitting next to this black dude, and I haven't said anything to him. He hasn't said anything to me. And I'm on my laptop, and I have back then I had a picture of us, the morning show, on our laptop. And he was, and then I could tell he was a stuck-up type of black dude. And I could feel his tension, his energy. Mm-hmm. He said, do you even, never said anything the whole time we sit down while the plane was loading up. And he had, out of clear blue, do you even know those people? I said, what people are you talking about? People that you have on your screensaver. I see Steve Harvey there. And that's when Thomas Miles showed up.
Uh-oh.
Come through.
Blank you. That's my blankety blank uncle. And if you'd have looked at the blankety blank picture long enough, you'd have saw me in the blankety blank picture. So blank you and blank you the rest of this flight.
Yeah.
Put your headphones back in.
Enjoy your flight.
How can I now?
You even know those people?
Do you see me in the picture?
Yeah.
Stupid.
Idiot. Junior.
Oh, worst thing happened to me on the flight. Sitting next to this little white boy in first class. I'm sitting by the window, and the little boy keep looking over my shoulder, like in my seat. Looking out the window.
Oh, he getting up, turning around?
Yeah, he getting, like he on his knees looking. He about 9, 10. He looking out the window. He flying by himself. He keep I put the shade down. He put it back up. So I say, hey man, let's switch seats. You can have the window.
That was nice.
That don't matter to me. Just switch seats. I switch seats. Here come the whole flight attendant staff and the pilot. He has to sit in his seat. Do you know what you're doing? Oh my God, the whole first class, everybody looking at me like I did something to the boy. I said, man, it's this serious. And then the pilot says, oh, we gonna have a problem. I said, oh, he ain't did nothing wrong. I was minding my own business. I said, okay, I'll tell you what. I call all the way up to Delta Chain. Hey man, I'm platinum member. I call all the way up there. You won't be flight leader on your next flight going back. You ain't gonna be flight leader no more. Took that job.
All right.
Then got 100,000 sky miles. And I took a picture with the little boy so I can make sure I had evidence. Got it on my phone right now.
I ain't flying with y'all nowhere. It's too much.
You want to see some people that think they got privileges? You want people that got privileges? People in first class, man. They hard to get along.
Yeah, they different, right?
They different.
All right. Thank you guys. I think coming up next, one of the U.S. main importers is expected to be hit with a huge 34% tariff today, and we'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey, look, you can't let the urge to sing your favorite songs while you're driving distract you from that truck drifting toward your lane or that lane-splitting biker creeping up beside you. Fortunately, every Hyundai offers advanced safety features that can alert you to potential dangers around you.
That's right, because Hyundai is always working to ensure the road doesn't get you. Hyundai vehicles have won over 120 IIHS top safety awards from 2006 to 2024 as of December 2024.
Well, despite the stock market being in a slump all week, President Trump's administration insists that the tariffs are in the best long-term interest of the country. That's what he says, and the economy will ultimately boom as a result. President Trump's 10% tariff on all imports into the U.S. went into effect this past Saturday, and higher tariffs are expected to start today. The countries that can expect higher tariffs include the U.S.'s major trading partners like China is expected to get a 34% tariff and Europe 20%. According to CNN, billionaire business leaders are turning on Donald Trump. One of Trump's major endorsers for his 2024 presidential bid has warned that if Trump imposes higher tariffs, it will be comparable to launching an economic nuclear war. Wow. That's strong. An economic nuclear war? Wow.
Well, the president told Americans don't be weak about, the stock market and don't panic.
Yeah, you got to hang in there.
Man up.
Yeah.
You got to hang in there. It's going to be some rough time. And here's what people don't understand. The rich, look, man, they don't care what the food costs. They don't care. The gas costs. And the reason they don't is because they have the money to afford whatever the price is. And secondly, when oil prices go up, they profit.
But this is
gas and oil go up, they profit. Now, the problem he's creating, though, for a couple of his buddies is that the majority of people will suffer. If you put a 10% tariff on Mexico, all those cars that's coming over from Mexico are going to be more expensive to buy.
Yeah.
All that steel, all that lumber that they get from Canada, it's going to be more expensive to buy. Everything. So everything costs more to build. Houses have lumber. We don't make our houses from steel framing like they do overseas. No, we make all our houses frames are from trees. Mm-hmm. So, it's going to be tough, but man, that's who you voted for.
It's going to be a bumpy ride.
No, this is great. This is what great's supposed to feel like, right? This is great.
MAGA. We great. Are we great?
Great again. Great again.
We in the middle of great.
Headed to a recession. Is that greatness?
Absolutely. Well, all right. And like you said, Steve, this is who you wanted in office. You had an alternative.
It's fine. Look, man. And for those of us, listen to me. We knew, we had an idea what was going to happen. So, and we're going to be fine regardless. They never gave us nothing. So all this, what you calling yourself taking back, you've been fighting to give it to us anyway. So we've been fighting to get everything we've had. It's just par for the course for us.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, guys. Coming up at 34 minutes after the hour, are you required to leave a big tip at restaurants? We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
A popular Atlanta restaurant that is part of the Hillstone family of restaurants faces backlash after the manager of the restaurant allegedly confronted a customer for leaving only a 7% tip on a $57 tab. The customer defended herself by saying she tipped based on the level of service she received. Then the manager allegedly told her that it's customary at that restaurant to tip at least 18 or 20%, and if she couldn't do that, then she wasn't welcome there. So here's a question. Should you be obligated to leave a big tip? I mean, if you don't like the service or whatever, are you obligated?
Well, let's start. Let's ask Junior.
Okay. We're going to Applebee's. Yeah. Come on, go ahead, Junior.
Yeah. Are you obligated to leave a big tip? Absolutely not obligated. No. Why would I tip? Me and her making the same money. Why'd I do that?
Wow. You mean, well, tell us the story, Junior. I think you mentioned this yesterday it was off the air about you being at dinner with your wife and there was a live band. And when you got your bill, you had to pay for the band.
Yeah, the difference with that was I was out of money before I sat down. They charge you an entertainment fee in your check. And you didn't even know that you was getting it. So it was $30 per person. Mm-hmm. So that's $60 and I ain't even ordered nothing.
What if I don't like the band? What if the band ain't really worth all that to me?
Exactly.
I get my 30 back. I'll tell them I wouldn't listen. I didn't even hit it.
You had your headphones on.
And who are they?
Yeah.
I want my 30 back because they didn't play nothing I wanted to hear.
But you didn't even know that before you made the reservations or
nothing.
And that's
then
on your
they
check.
put the tip in the check based upon the 60 being in there too. So now you're getting charged for your tip with the band $60 in there.
Whoa. They added the tip in there too?
Yes.
For just two people?
Yes.
Wow.
I thought the tip was like when it's like 6 or more or 8 people or something. Yeah.
Depends. Right. I guess it depends on the location. But I'll say this. I've been a waitress. I've been a hostess. It's a lot of work. It's hard work. And yes, you have to earn your tip. But the amount of money that you make hourly as a server is like way below minimum wage. Way below that. So how you make your money is based on your tips and how you survive off of that.
So it's about your service.
Yeah, that's
how
what the lady said.
That's what I'm getting to. You have to still your service. You have to earn that service. You have to be polite. You have to be friendly. All of these things. And sometimes there are things that happen that's beyond a server's control. The kitchen is backed up, all these things that happen, but you still have to be, friendly to the customer because you want the tip.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
I have to.
Those things go together.
Yes.
Right.
You want a
I
nice
have to
tip?
leave a big tip because I'm famous.
Because of who you
Yes.
are.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
So,
Where were
but
you
what
when
about-
I was a waitress? Ooh, I done been
But
away.
Steve, if you go to a restaurant, the service is poor, they brought your food out 40-something minutes late, everything is wrong, they ain't cooked the food right, but just because you are who you are, you still gotta leave a big tip.
Yeah, I don't really go nowhere like that, but you know,
You don't go nowhere like
You don't
what,
go nowhere
a
where?
restaurant?
where they have bad service and bad food and can't cook and got your order wrong.
You can't relate to us.
You know, I ain't going down there to Elijah's Crab House and Willie Dean's barbecue pit.
That sound good though. Willie Dean sound good.
You know, Willie can barbecue.
You know he can barbecue, yeah. Wow.
Yeah, but it's
I just, yeah.
it's a hard
You gotta
job.
give
It's a
good
hard industry.
You gotta be good at your job though.
I never tip under 25%.
Ooh, nice.
25. Okay. All right.
Wow, you
If
go
it's a
above,
restaurant-
over and above. You go.
I've done 100% tip, 50% tips.
Yeah.
You know, it's cool.
I don't even work there, but I'll come wait on you and take your order. I'll come do that.
You come wait on Steve. You serve
Yeah,
Steve.
what we looking like today? What you need? Okay, yeah.
All right, guys. Up next, it is the nephew and today's prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at about 4 minutes after the hour, it's my strawberry letter for today. And the subject is, nothing has changed since she got her ring. Okay? We'll get into that, find out what that's all about in just a few minutes, because right now, it is time for the nephew with today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Neff?
I got it for you, Shirley. I know it's Wednesday. Did I thanked Charlotte, didn't I, for coming out? Did I thank Charlotte?
Yes,
y'all?
you did.
You did. You did.
Uh-huh.
Thank him again.
You did.
Yeah.
Ooh, call down
You
there.
keep
They gonna tell
showing
you
them
how much
love,
of a,
though.
I love it. I love Charlotte, man. I had a blast. Now, let me tell you something. I'm finna start campaigning for Ready to Love Charlotte. I'm a campaign for that.
Ooh,
that right there.
Okay. All right.
That's a great spot
I'll
for
watch
Ready to
it.
Love.
Mm-hmm.
That is
Okay.
a great spot for Ready to Love. So, we're going to run this prank. Where I'm going this week? I'm going somewhere. Brea, outside L.A. Brea. Improv, the nephew coming to town. That is this Sunday night. All right, one night only. All right, so if you're in L.A., y'all already know nephew time. Y'all come out there and hang out with your boy. One night only at the Brea Comedy Club. Sunday night. Tickets on sale right now. All right, so this right here, Shirley, this is called your check bounce. Yeah, you know, people still bouncing checks at the church. They still doing it.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach Sister Monica, please.
Who's calling?
This is Brother Deshaun. I'm calling. Actually, I'm a member Greater Missionary Baptist Church.
How can I help you?
Calling you actually about the offering. Now, did you? I know you paid your tithes.
Yeah, I pay my tithes every Sunday.
Okay. Now you paid a love offering as well, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Now this past Sunday, I'm looking at a check that you left us with bank.
Right. I sure did. I wrote a check Sunday.
Okay. Now the check, ma'am, was $250. Am I correct?
Right. I wrote two checks for my tithes and the love offering. Right. I wrote one for $250 for the love offering.
Okay. Now,
What is this call regarding? Why are you calling me?
what I wanted to tell you is that I hate to be a bearer of bad news, but your check that you wrote for $250 actually has bounced.
Wait a minute. You said my check bounced for $250?
Your check bounced. So what I'm doing is calling you about recouping the $250, as well as, you know, you cost us $30 in bank fees.
Wait a minute now. I wrote two checks. I wrote a check for $100. Did that one bounce?
I don't see to it that one bounced. All I know is the one that the love offering has bounced.
Well, did you put them in at the same time? Because I wrote them at the same time.
They all go in on Monday, ma'am. Now, I didn't put them in at the same time. I've been putting them in for the last 2-3 years. The problem is, why would people
Wait a minute.
write these?
What is your name?
I'm Brother Deshaun.
And you was there this Sunday?
I was there. I don't think it matters when I was there, ma'am. The problem is that I didn't put these checks in, and I don't understand why y'all write these checks to the church.
Wait a minute.
Knowing that they gonna
y'all
bounce.
write these checks?
There's a lot of people
My
write
checks are good.
Well,
I don't write bad checks.
Well, why
do we? One cleared, why the other one didn't clear?
Maybe you didn't have enough money for both of them to clear.
What did you just say?
Maybe you didn't have enough money in the bank for both of them to clear, and I don't understand why people write these.
I got plenty money in the bank, and all my checks clear. I don't write no rubber checks.
Well, you wrote one on Sunday, and that's the problem. How you gonna try to give a look?
Wait a minute. I think you got me confused with somebody else. I don't write no bad checks.
You done wrote this.
I'm trying to be nice to you.
I'm trying to be nice to you. When can we expect the $250 plus the $30? So
wait, $30?
That's the bank fees, ma'am, for the doggone check bouncing.
My check didn't bounce. I'm going to check my bank. And if my check clear, you going to pay me $30 for calling me, harassing me about a $250 check bounce. I don't write no.
Why would you write check? What, you want to sit up in the church and write these big number checks when you know you ain't got it in the bank?
What the did you say?
I said, why would you write these checks when the money ain't in there?
Let me tell you one thing. I don't write no bad checks, and you got a lot of nerves calling me, telling me my check bounced.
Your check is the one that has bounced. And
I tell you what you do. Since my check bounced, you pay the since you got all the money. And don't call me with this again. Hello?
Don't you hang up on me no more. When are we going to get this $250 and this $30?
Look, who is that she's calling you? Somebody from the church told me I wrote a bad check. I don't write no.
You did write a bad check.
I didn't write no bad check.
Yes, you
Wait
did.
A minute. Why are you calling me? Why the treasurer don't call me at church?
The treasurer is
the
busy.
Deacon, I ain't never know the deacon called nobody about no bad check. Your is full of Thank you. You got the money.
I ain't got. Who in the hell is that in the background? Who is that?
Never mind who it is. We both go to the same church. And you gonna call me to my I wrote a bad check. You don't you call me no more. And if the check bad, you pay it, okay?
Do Pastor know you talking like this?
Do Pastor know you calling me? Can you answer that?
Look, when are we gonna get this $280 is what we looking for from you.
I wrote a check for $250.
And
you will not get $280. You put the $30 with it.
You put $250 in there, it bounced. $30 cost us on bank fees. That's $280. When can the church expect their money?
Never. Not no $280. You will never get $280.
You gonna make me come by your...
And my check then... What did you say? I'm gonna do what?
You gonna make me come by your house and get this money.
Bring your on. Bring it. Bring your on.
What is the address on this
check?
check?
Check.
I got it off the check.
Well, bring your on. I bet you'll be limping back.
I'm watching you. You better not be spending no money nowhere. You better not spend nothing till I get this $250 plus $30.
Whatever I want to, okay?
No, you know what?
I am, and you don't call me no more with this because my check did not bounce. I don't see how one check went through and the other bounced.
Let me say this to you. We cannot accept you back into the house of the Lord no more until...
What did you say?
You are not... Don't you come in there Sunday until we get...
I'm coming up in there Sunday, and I'm going to make sure I find your because you the person I want to see.
You gon'
And you know what? I'm going to call the pastor right now and ask him because I don't believe my check bounced. You full of
Well, let me say this before you call pastor.
No, I'm going to call pastor. No, you should have talked with pastor before you call me with this information.
I got one more thing I need to say to you.
You ain't got nothing to say to me. You done upset me with this talking about I bounced a check. You should have went to pastor before you called me with this.
I told pastor when I get, but I got one more thing to say before I leave. Is you listening?
What do you got to say to me? What do you have to say now that you gonna pay the check?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your girlfriend.
Wait, what did you say?
What did
you say?
I say this is Nephew Tommy, baby, from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your girlfriend has pranked you.
I'm gonna beat that. She just left here flying out the door in a hurt. No, she didn't. I'm gonna that.
Let me ask you one more thing, though, baby. What is the baddest radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
I got you.
So full of self-love right now.
If y'all could have saw how stupid I was this past weekend, if you could have just, been in there just to feel the stupid, y'all just don't understand.
I
can't explain
every day.
But no, it's not. Yeah. It's not radio stupid. It's a whole nother level, and that's what I'm trying to get you to understand, Shirley. You got it.
It's on stage squared. Stupid squared.
Times 50. You understand me? Yeah. Times 50.
Powerful.
But anyway, Brea gonna get it this weekend. Brea Comedy Club outside of LA. Y'all get your tickets. The nephew is coming to town. Right after that, the Florida Theater, baby. That's in Jacksonville, Florida. Duval. It is an evening with Nephew Tommy. That is Easter weekend. That is Saturday, April the 19th. Tickets are on sale right now. Get it. And laying in the cut is Louisville, Kentucky. The nephew is coming. That is in May 23rd, 24th, 25th. That will be Memorial Weekend. You understand? Memorial Weekend. Come get your laugh on, get your barbecue on, get your whole 9 yards. The nephew is in town. All right.
Okay.
That's
all
it.
Right, nephew.
Oh,
all
my
right.
God, I was stupid. Hey, if you're in Charlotte, call my uncle, 877-29 Steve. And for real, tell him how stupid I really was. Please call him right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. 877-29 Steve. Just call him and tell him how stupid Tommy was. Do it.
All right, nephew. Coming up next, Strawberry Letter. Subject, nothing has changed since she got her ring. We'll get into it right after this.
Hey, look, you can't let the urge to sing your favorite songs while you're driving distract you from that truck drifting toward your lane or that lane-splitting biker creeping up beside you. Fortunately, every Hyundai offers advanced safety features that can alert you to potential dangers around you.
That's right, because Hyundai is always working to ensure the road doesn't get you. Hyundai vehicles have won over 120 IIHS top safety awards from 2006 to 2024 as of December 2024.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for today's Strawberry Letter, and if you need advice on relationships, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right now, right here, right now, and it could be yours.
Right now.
Right
Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
All right, nephew, thank you. Subject, nothing has changed since she got her ring. Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm about to marry an intense woman and she stays lit, meaning she doesn't know when enough is enough. It was fun when we first met and we were out every night, or we'd take a limo ride to Chicago for dinner and have sex in the limo on our way home. She would shop all day and get me as many nice things as she bought herself. We have a lot of money between us, so it was not an issue. I did a big thing and I bought a big ring and decided to settle down. We're both 41, so it's time to stop kicking it and get serious about marriage. We bought a house together and I let her furnish it. When we still didn't have furniture 3 months later, I asked her what's up. She said it is being shipped from overseas. I told her that was a bit excessive, and she argued that she's not settling for less when it comes to any part of her life. I should have taken that as a warning, but I kept letting her spend a lot of money and I started paying all of the bills. She planned a very extravagant housewarming party and I picked up the check. Since I gave her that ring, I've become her personal banker. I'm a real man and I want to be a provider, but it's too much for me because I'm a saver, not a spender. I also have to work hard and cannot have sex all day and night on demand. At my age, I'm exhausted and I can't have sex twice a night like we used to. I'm worn out in more ways than one. To make matters worse, her sister is coming to visit and she already has a car service booked for each day so they can run the streets at my expense. My wife works, but she never pulls out her credit card. Would I be wrong to ask her to cut back a bit or at least discuss major money moves with me first? No, it's not wrong for you to ask her to cut back and to discuss major money moves with you. You guys should be able to discuss anything, but the question is, why haven't you already discussed this? This is a you problem all the way through this letter, because why are you expecting her to change when she's been like this since day one? You used to participate with her in this. this is who she is. You wrote to Steve and I like, there's something we can say to you to make her change. You said it yourself. She's intense. She stays lit, meaning she doesn't know when enough is enough. These are your words. But what did you do with that? You went out and bought her a big ring, saying it's time to settle down and get serious about marriage. It sounds like you're the only one that's serious about marriage in this situation. She obviously didn't get the memo because nothing she has done is out of character, and you can't change her. Again, this is who she is. You've changed, though. Here you are at just 41 saying you're exhausted and worn out. I think you guys need to reevaluate your relationship because you two are on two different pages. You're on two different stages in life, and it's not going to work like this. You guys have to talk and try to work this out if you can. Steve?
Yeah, dog, you got a problem. Now, I don't really know how you're going to handle this because there's a lot of information in here we don't have, but the stuff you've given us, it's not looking good. This just leads me to one thing that somebody told me one time about marriage. When you get married, the only thing that will change between the two of you is the appearance of your left hand third finger. Whatever is going on, it's, it's going to continue. And it's only going to get worse. How you haven't had budget talks by now is beyond me. But now it's here. Now really has been passed, dog. I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't know what y'all was doing in the beginning, spending whatever you want to spend, how you want to spend, going to dinner in Chicago, getting a limo, having sex in the car on the way home. Well, y'all make a, here where you sound a little confusing to me. We have a lot of money between us, so it's not an issue. Okay, then why it's an issue? See, I don't care who you are. And let me be clear. This whole lot of money do like you want to. I don't know a lot of people can do that, man. I don't know a lot of people can do that. And I know a few billionaires. And I've actually been in the room with them and they're going, man, my wife tripping. And I'm sitting there going, your wife tripping? And I'm thinking they talking about some infidelity. Man, she just spent too much money. And that's always interesting to me because you have billions. But guess what? I don't care who you are. You could do too much. And guess what? Y'all done too much. Even major corporations who are worth hundreds of billions of dollars, guess what they have? Budgets. Each department has a certain amount that they have to stay within. Every small company should have budgets. Every marriage should have budgets. And any relationship should have budgets. Y'all ain't got none. So here we go. I guess I'll come back on the next half and tell you what's finna happen to you. But it already is. Because I don't think y'all really got as much money as y'all thought y'all had. Because now this car service finna throw you into something.
Mm-hmm. Yes. All right, we'll have part 2 of your response, Steve, coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject, nothing has changed since she got her ring. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey, it's Carla Farrell. Kick that old mop and bucket aside. Are you ready for a mop and bucket clean in half the time? Make the swap to Swiffer Power Mop. The all-in-one cleaning hero has a built-in solution that breaks down dirt and grime like magic. With hundreds of scrubbing strips on the pad, it absorbs sticky messes with ease. Plus, it'll leave your home smelling great for hours after cleaning. Get yours today and mop smarter with the Swiffer Power Mop.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is nothing has changed since she got her ring.
Nothing has changed. This woman and this man been dating each other. They both 41. He says, I'm about to marry an intense woman, and she stays lit. At first, I thought she meant she stay high. But the form of lit he's talking about in this letter is she keep it on tilt. Mm-hmm. She spin, she shop, whatever she do is at the higher end of it. She's extreme. She's extreme. I think it's the best way to say it. We first met, we were out every night, take trips in limo, ride Chicago, have sex in the limo on the way home. She shop all day, give me as many nice things she bought herself. We have a lot of money between us, so it's not an issue. Okay, then the whole rest of this letter is about money and the problems they have. Okay. Right. I did a big thing, I bought a big ring, decided to settle down. We bought a house together. Man, you balling. Y'all bought a ring and a house same year. And when we still didn't have furniture 3 months later, I asked her what's up. She said it's being shipped from overseas. I told her, well, that's a bit excessive. She argued she ain't selling for less when it comes to any part of her life. I should have taken that as a warning. But I kept letting her spend a lot of money, and I started paying all the bills. Then she planned an extravagant housewarming party, and you picked up your check. Nah, bruh, say ever since I gave her that ring, I'm a real man and I want to be a provider, but it's too much for me because I'm a saver, not a spender. Well, bro, we got a problem. Because she's not a saver, she's a spender. Okay? And then he talking about, I got to work hard all day and I can't have sex all day and on demand. Okay, hold on, dog. Is she working? Because y'all said it was a lot of money between y'all.
Yeah, she works.
Work where? And as what?
He didn't say that. He said my wife works, but she never pulls out her credit card. At the end of the letter.
I'm worn out in more ways than one. Now her sister coming to visit, and she already got a car service booked for every day so they can run the streets at my expense. See, dog, a minute ago, we have lots of money between us, so money is not an issue. But the whole letter is about money issues. My wife works, but she never pulls out her credit card. Would I be wrong to ask her to cut back a bit or at least discuss major money moves with me? Bro, you should have been did this. Sound to me like you a whole lot of money too late. But then she'd have told you she ain't cutting back in no area of her life. So prepare yourself, brother, not to have nothing. Yeah, that's where you headed, homie. Yeah, you about to have a whole lot of nothing. And y'all keep talking about them credit cards. All you finna have is some debt. You finna have credit card debt. Mm-hmm. So, bro, I don't know what to tell you, man. If y'all don't put a budget to the spending, you're not gonna have it for long. And you're 41. And the older you get, you don't increase your spending. You should be working on increasing your assets. But right now, I hear y'all spending money on a lot of liabilities.
Say that again, Steve. That was
What's
good.
That, Shirley?
What you said, the older you get.
Well, older you get, you need to be accumulating assets and not liabilities. Mm-hmm. You have to come up with stuff. A home is to me, I've heard Grant Cardone and several people say lately, owning a home is the worst thing you can do. I'm sorry. I like owning my house. I just do. It might be the stupidest thing. It might be some tax advantages to getting a house and living in it, rent and all like that. But I want my house. I want to be able to say to somebody, get out of my house. I don't want nobody coming in and I like the house. Now he telling me, we gonna sell it. We gonna need you to move.
Yeah, get out. Mm-hmm.
So I've heard all of this. I'm gonna have to pull Grant to the side and talk to him. Mm-hmm. But I'm not finna do that. And bruh, I don't know where you at, man. Mm-hmm. I just don't know where you at. So good luck with it. I wish you the best. Sounds horrible to me.
This is a mess.
Well, brother, y'all getting married now. You seem like you deep in. You do love the girl, but y'all got to work this out.
Yeah.
If either y'all work this out or it's going to work you out.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't keep spending like this forever. It don't. That ain't how it works. You bought a ring in a house to save you.
Yeah.
And a sister company. Car service going to crack you. That means you don't have a lot of money. Okay, Let's stop this.
But why did he say that, though? We have a lot of money between us.
Because he was flexing. He hadn't finished the letter, Shirley. You know, when you start typing, you got a beginning, a middle, and an end. He forgot that the middle and the end was going to negate the beginning.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Bad storyteller is what he is.
Mm-hmm. Maybe his idea of a lot of money is, yeah, all right. Thank you, Steve. Leave your comments on today's Strawberry Letter on Instagram and Facebook at Steve Harvey FM, and check us out on the Strawberry Letter podcast on the free iHeartRadio app. Now, coming up next, it is Junior and Sports Talk right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey, it's Carla Farrell. Kick that old mop and bucket aside. Are you ready for a mop and bucket clean in half the time? Make the swap to Swiffer Power Mop. The all-in-one cleaning hero has a built-in solution that breaks down dirt and grime like magic. With hundreds of scrubbing strips on the pad, it absorbs sticky messes with ease. Plus, it'll leave your home smelling great for hours after cleaning. Get yours today and mop smarter with the Swiffer Power Mop.
It is time now for Junior and Sports Talk. What you got, Junior?
All right, Shirley, well, on last Friday, let's give a shout out to Coach Prime because the University of Colorado Buffaloes had their pro day, and man, they look good. Shador looked good. Scouts love what they saw. They said he's seen 4 years of it. He looks solid. Shiloh Sanders ran a 4.5 in the 40. Shiloh Sanders going for free safety in the NFL. Jimmy Horn Jr. ran a 4.4. Wide receiver Jimmy Horn Jr. ran a 4.4. Now, Travis Hunter did not run the 40. He opted out of that. He said he wanted to concentrate on other aspects, far as like being a wide receiver, his route running. Now, NFL scouts say they think that Travis Hunter wants to be a wide receiver in the NFL because he didn't backpedal one time for the DB. He didn't do no DB drills. He just did wide receiver drills. So they don't know if he want to play cornerback in the NFL. So, but then shout out to Coach Prime. Great job. Also, man, can we get to this? What's going on with John Morant? Did anybody want to say, do we just stop talking to John? Just don't even say nothing no more?
What happened, Junior?
Cause he got fined $75,000 for point guns at the Miami Heat bench this time. The same gun gesture.
He did it again.
He did it again. They just talked to him.
Did it again.
They just talked to him about doing it over there to Golden State. And he went and did it again, and they fined him this time $75,000. Do he not realize what to see?
I'm through with this. I'm through with him.
Yeah, just.
I'm through with that. You did it again?
Well, here's the part we're leaving out. He has a father. Mm-hmm. His father be at all the games. If your daddy can't get through to you, I mean, I don't understand, man. Look, man, it's got to be another way to show your excitement, another way to threaten somebody, you know.
Or celebrate your moves, your shots, on the floor.
It's all kinds of ways.
It's another way to celebrate that. Yeah.
Beat your chest, Yeah.
Do something.
Twerk.
Yeah.
I like it.
You can do that in front of their face. Go over to their bench and just start twerking.
Men don't really twerk a lot, but yeah, that would be fun.
We're going to twerk before I send you the $75,000.
Yes.
Immediately.
It just don't make no sense. Just can't get through.
Get on back down the court, man. That's all. Just
do the snake. It's a nice little dance move. Do the snake. Just get on there.
The running man. It's still good on basketball court. Running man.
You do a line dance. Where them fans?
Where them fans at?
Boots on the ground.
All kinds of stuff. Okay, then tomorrow, the Masters start this week. The Masters, yes. Good golf, the Masters. Scotty Scheffler is the favorite, along with Rory McIlroy, John Rahm, Colin Morikawa, and Brian
Is
DeChambeau.
Tiger playing?
No, Tiger not playing, Tommy.
All right.
But we still got to watch it.
No. Moving on. Tiger ain't playing. Moving on.
There you go, Shirley. Not gonna watch.
All right, Junior, thank you. Coming up at the top of the hour, a lady is pregnant by her sister's stepson, and she needs some advice. We'll get into that right after this, yeah.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we go. This is from Olivia in Mobile. Olivia says, my family is not speaking to me because I'm having a baby by my nephew. He is my sister's stepson, so they are not blood related at all. She married his dad 4 years ago, and we met at their wedding. He and I started hooking up after the wedding. He's 26 and I'm 28. This is my first child, but I can't be happy because my own mother called me a piece of trash. How can she talk about me when my daddy was married to another woman when she had me and my sister? I want a healthy pregnancy, yeah. So how do I get past these haters?
Trash.
That's a lot.
Well, you know what? I think the reality of it is they're not really related. Mm-hmm. They're not blood relatives at all. Mm-hmm. This is her sister's stepson. Her sister married a man, and at their wedding, this woman that's pregnant, who wasn't pregnant at the time, met her sister's husband's son.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So now you got the daddy, I got the boy.
Yeah.
It's a 2-year difference. They're not related.
Yeah. It's really not that big a deal. And they started hooking up right after the... Yeah, I wouldn't do that, though.
Yeah, that's crazy right there.
Let's drop that title.
Don't say that.
Yeah, stop saying that.
You think the husband
You're not
is
helping
mad at
your
his son?
case.
Well, she didn't say, but her mother certainly is mad at her.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Mm.
Congratulatory.
Hell, I promise you the daddy ain't mad at the son because I see you, boy.
Yeah, but her mother's mad at her, though, for doing it, calling her.
I don't think... Yeah, I don't think that she needs to be mad at the daughter.
No.
I think they met at the wedding and they started hooking up after that. They're not really related, and we need to stop all this.
Yeah, baby gonna be fine.
Well, the baby is gonna be confused. Gonna be a lot of people in there.
Your daddy.
You know your uncle is your daddy's cousin.
Yeah, this is crazy.
What,
Uncle
Papa?
Daddy.
No, what the type?
Uncle Daddy.
You know your brother is your daddy.
Oh, I got
It really is.
That's right.
Your
Brother
uncle
daddy.
is your daddy.
Brother daddy.
Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe this is
my
kind of
baby
bad.
daddy.
Now that we
don't. Yeah. My baby daddy / nephew. That's not cool. No.
Yeah, but the baby coming now, so they need to repair this.
Yeah, they do. They need to work it out. Yeah. All right, we have time for another one, Steve. This is from Lloyd in Huntsville.
Lloyd
says,
ooh, come on.
Yeah,
boy.
Lloyd. Yeah. LLOYD. In Huntsville, Lloyd said, I repeated something that my wife told me, and she had a big blow up with her girlfriend over it. I was so busy gossiping and telling jokes about the situation that I didn't consider how embarrassed her friend would be if it got out. It's so bad that I can't even tell you what happened, but it had something to do with not making it to the toilet on time or in time. I'm sure you have taken a joke too far before. It would mean the world to me if you could tell me how to fix this.
Oh, no, dog, I can't help you. You take that joke too far. Yeah.
That's his middle name, joke.
She shook a honey iced tea, huh, Steve?
Yeah.
Wow.
See, you ain't nothing you can do except see me. Once I know I done took it too far, I gonna finish it on out.
Take it out.
Yeah. But we comedians, why was you over here in the joke division anyway?
Yeah, he was just gossiping.
Yeah, the people you told it to can't take a joke. And then you don't tell a joke right because you done told it to the wrong people. And with some information your girl shared with you and you done went around and blabbed it. Why are you gossiping?
Yeah.
It ain't the joke, dog. It's you running your mouth behind some stuff your girl told you in secret. That's the problem you have. And that's not how do you fix a joke.
You can't even pee on yourself no more without somebody saying.
Coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show, this ignorant show, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, in today's Wellness Wednesday check-in, the Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is now endorsing the measles vaccination. Kennedy was very skeptical, remember, in the past about vaccines in general. But on Sunday, he posted on X, the most effective way to prevent the spread of measles is the MMR vaccine. Measles cases are on the rise across the country, and a second child has died from measles in Texas, sad to say. According to Texas health officials, the child had not been vaccinated. There are 642 cases of measles across 22 states, with 499 of the cases in Texas, okay? Measles spread through the air when an infected person coughs or sneezes, or through direct contact with infected droplets. Wow. Yeah. Well, at least he's into vaccines now, for measles.
Important vaccine. It's insane.
Yeah.
The measles vaccine has been around for a very long time.
Yeah.
Why would you do this to your child? Why would you do this to your child? This is crazy. They need to stop all this bad misinformation and all of that. Science, stop hating on this administration. Stop hating on science. Stop hating on doctors. Stop doing that, demonizing medical professionals. The measles, we got children dying from the measles.
They just want to do what they want to do. That's what it is. All right, thank you guys. We'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at 33 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey, look, you can't let the urge to sing your favorite songs while you're driving distract you from that truck drifting toward your lane or that lane-splitting biker creeping up beside you. Fortunately, every Hyundai offers advanced safety features that can alert you to potential dangers around you.
That's right, because Hyundai is always working to ensure the road doesn't get you. Hyundai vehicles have won over 120 IIHS top safety awards from 2006 to 2024 as of December 2024.
It's time now, guys, for a round of Would You Rather. Would you rather... Okay, let's get right to it. Would you rather have an itchy butt or an itchy throat?
Itchy throat.
I can't just be keep scratching my behind all day. I can't do that. Yeah. We're gonna put some honey on this throat, but we ain't gonna be.
You can't put no honey on your butt.
You're too good for that. Oh my goodness.
We're moving on. Would you rather be cross-eyed and talented, or would you rather have hazel eyes with no talent? Interesting. What, Junior?
Hey, I'm gonna be cross-eyed with talent.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Really?
Look over here. I got you.
All right. We're cross-eyed or we hazel?
Yeah, I'm going to tell these jokes cockeyed. Yeah.
Man.
Nephew said, come on, nephew. Come on, sexy.
I got to get them hazel eyes. I got
We knew it.
I got to.
You wanted them all your life. All your life, you wanted
all
that.
All my life, I've been on them. I got to get them hazel. I'm going to get them Michael Ealy's. I'm going to get them Michael Ealy's, boy. What?
Yeah. That still don't solve the problem.
What's the problem? What's the problem, Steve?
Yeah. Now we got to bend over to see your eyes.
What? You can't see you over there cross-eyed. You can't see my eyes.
Yeah, but when I tell this cockeyed joke, it's gonna be good and funny though.
All right. Would you rather
you just
have
a little short Terrence Howard?
He's been in the news lately. Okay.
Boy,
yeah.
He went there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
He told the truth.
All right. Would you rather have chickens for fresh eggs daily, or would you rather have a cow for fresh milk?
Oh, chickens.
Well, milk ain't high right now.
But in just a short few tariffs.
Yeah, that's what I do. A lot of fellas is off the hook. You know, Mother's Day coming up and all this here.
I'm sorry.
Because why? Prices are so high. Why?
Yeah, all these prices so high, man. If y'all give y'all girl a chicken this year, she'll be happy as hell.
Not all of us.
Chickens for everybody.
I wish you would.
You shut up, Carla, and get this chicken.
No.
You shut up and get this chicken and put it in the bag.
No.
Laying eggs and everything.
Junior, you can't have no chicken till you get a fence. You know.
All right, guys.
Why is Junior chicken all the way down the street? Why you can't keep up with it?
That's today's round of Would You Rather. Coming up next, we'll close out the show. It's the last break right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Yo, this is Jamie Foxx.
This is Kim Whitley.
You already know what it is, man. It's your man Chico Bean, and you are now listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey, look, you can't let the urge to sing your favorite songs while you're driving distract you from that truck drifting toward your lane or that lane-splitting biker creeping up beside you. Fortunately, every Hyundai offers advanced safety features that can alert you to potential dangers around you.
That's right, because Hyundai is always working to ensure the road doesn't get you. Hyundai vehicles have won over 120 IIHS top safety awards from 2006 to 2024 as of December 2024.
All right, guys, here we are. Last break of the day. Wow, this week is going by quickly, okay? All right, we have a couple more.
We rocking.
Yeah, all right.
Here.
You know what I always say.
Don't say it, Shirley. Don't
Christmas.
It's
tomorrow. It is.
Don't worry about Christmas. Taxes.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
On the 15th. All right, Steve, we have a couple more Would You Rathers, guys. Would you rather have crud in the corner of your eye, or would you rather have crud in the corner of your lips? Ew. Which one?
Yeah, I can get to the one on the lips.
Well, yeah. But the eye?
Yeah. Oh, no, nobody won't talk to you.
Junior?
Yeah, I go with the lips. Yeah.
Why? Because you could just...
No, I just don't want nothing in my eye. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, lips.
Lips. Okay. All right. Would you rather watch March Madness with your wife, or would you rather take her to the Masters? You're going to watch it on TV with her?
To the Masters?
Yeah.
You ever been to a golf tournament? Walk around?
Uh-huh.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch the...
We're gonna watch this 2-hour game, and we're gonna let it be that.
But not take her to the Masters.
No.
Playing the whole time.
When she's out at the Masters. All right. Would you rather a banana split or a hot fudge sundae?
Hot fudge.
Hey.
Banana split?
Hell.
Sound like you want one right now.
Man.
For breakfast.
What's on this banana split, dog? Let me hear it, man. Let me break it down.
I done took a banana and cut it in half. I got it laying in the boat. I got a scoop of vanilla in the middle. I got a chocolate on one end, strawberry on the other end.
That's it.
I got chocolate sauce on the vanilla. I got I got chocolate sauce on the... This is the way I do it. I put chocolate sauce on the strawberry.
Okay.
No, I got it wrong. I put strawberry with the juice on it, with the strawberries on the strawberry.
Okay. All right.
Then I put chocolate on the vanilla, and I put caramel on the chocolate.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't really like whipped cream because it interferes.
Really? I'm not a whipped cream.
Yeah. Then after that, I like crushed almonds.
Okay.
On top of that. And then you can put that little fake cherry on it. I do not want the whipped cream on it.
Yeah.
So you have the almonds and then the cherry. No whipped cream on top of it.
No whipped cream.
Wow.
Okay. Wow. Whipped cream interferes.
Yeah. I don't do the I'm with you on the whipped cream. No whipped cream. Yeah.
How does it interfere?
Okay, that sounds good.
How does it
I know,
whipped
baby. You
cream,
can have that too. You know, that's you and Toss business. We ain't
talking about the banana split.
because you don't even know if you realize, but you was holding your face with both hands. I love whipped cream. Hey, we ain't trying to get in your business like that.
A meme.
I love whipped cream. Okay.
Oversharing, Steve. My bad.
Yeah, it's way too much.
Let me be quiet.
That was good.
You say that in front of your daughter, she'll go, ooh.
Mommy.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
Yeah, that made me hungry.
Yeah.
All right. Would you rather swim laps for cardio, or would you rather run laps for cardio?
I'm running.
Running. Yeah.
Oh, I hate running. But if you throw me in that pool thinking I'm finna make it back down to the other side, I'm through the wrong person in this water right here. Ain't no laps. When once I get in the pool, I'm swimming to the nearest edge.
So you're swimming. Okay.
Okay, you're not listening. I hate running, but I'll run because if you throw that at me in the pool, it ain't gonna work.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. Would you rather LeBron in the fight, or would you rather Stephen A. Smith in a fight? Who's your money on?
Wait, what you mean? I don't understand. Are they fighting?
Yeah. Would you? Yeah. No. If
you already know Stephen A. can't whip LeBron.
Who's your money on LeBron?
I don't know why Stephen A. was talking about. I'd have swung on that brother. I would have swung on that brother.
No.
Brother.
You don't go home and think
sleep
about
so hard.
Yeah. Come on now. All right.
You got way too much forehead showing for that.
What does that have to do? Forehead have to do with it?
It's a bigger target.
I don't want to see them two brothers fight, man.
No. Squash this. Squash me.
Get past that junk.
No, I was going to ask you, did you see the baby post, when they put the baby comedians up? You saw yours, right?
Yeah, I saw it.
You were so cute with the mustache.
You were so adorable.
With the mustache.
That big old head.
I didn't know what it was at first till they started coming on. But the first I said, man, that baby looked just like Richard Pryor.
They do those a lot, yeah. So who's the cutest baby? Steve Harvey or Cedric the Entertainer? Would you rather? Because Cedric was cute too.
Yeah, Damon Wayans was cute.
DL was cute. All of them were cute.
All of them were cute.
Kevin Hart.
Red Fox was funny.
Hey, y'all have a great day today. Talk to God. He'd absolutely love to hear from you. All right, y'all stay in peace today.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.